We go again, no need for a lengthy intro. That's Vlad, I'm Will, this is More War. I bet you think you know how this Let's Play is going to go, but I'm here to tell you I don't think you're half as thoughtful as you think you are. Yes, we're in the same spot Manfred was in his Let's Play. Yes, we're the vampire counts again. Yes, we're surrounded by do-good immortals. No, this isn't Gary Reborn, they're the Jeffs. The Jeffs are proper lads. This is what you think I'm gonna do. Rampage through the Empire, raise a whole host of zombie armies, kill Karl Franz a bunch and raise Alt Dwarf.
I thirst.
Wrong. This is what we're gonna do. Rampage through the Empire, gift settlements to Karl Franz, earn his trust, turn him into an ally, and use his soft mortal flesh as a meat shield against the coming Chaos Apocalypse. Then raise Alt Dwarf.
Is this all that thine empire can muster?
Oh, and I can't recruit skeletons or zombies, because that's all Manfred could recruit.
Carstein.
Before you ask, no, it doesn't feel good disbanding my front line on turn 1. It feels rotten, actually, but I let Manfred have grave guards and rules be rules. Thankfully, he didn't have blood knights, so we're golden. And remember, these are the Jeffs, not Gary, so it's fine. With all that in mind, it looks like we're going to be aiming for the Sepulchral Grove, the Lodestone of Darkness, and actually, most things are fine except for the Barrow and the Ancient Armory. Neat. The biggest question mark is Isabella. Those of you who are familiar with the End Times may have guessed what I'm setting out to do, and Isabella was a large part of Vlad's motivations for doing it. I don't think I should be allowed to use her. Sozwife, you're benched. Better Bella, you're up.
So be it.
All right, all on board? No, I don't care. Cue the music.
We are immortal.
Will be.
Vampire.
As we get to work saving the Empire from itself, you're welcome, fragile mortals. Let's ask ourselves, why? Why would Vlad care to bolster the Empire, to lend his sword in their hour of need? Well, Nagash told him to. Oh, you want more? Okay, well, Nagash needed someone who wasn't a treacherous weasel to parley with the living and do battle with the amassing forces of chaos, and Vlad needed his lovely lady returned from the dead. Not a bad trade as far as Vlad was concerned.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Did the living love that Vlad reanimated their
Affirmative.
fallen comrades in the bitter battles that ensued? Probably not, but the alternative was Nurgle, so, you know.
Blood magic.
Blood from Carstein. Bring them death.
Boom, and just like that, Karl's our
will.
reluctant best friend. It's a shame we had to sacrifice Elspeth to do it, but Karl wouldn't vassalize for anything less than known. Trust me, I tried. Now with our meat shield established, we can look northward to the external threat. Orcs and goblins, yes, but Festus also. A precursor of things to come. Nagash would want the taint expunged, and we've got a brand new vassal army to put to use. Time to liberate Middenland.
By the comet.
Whilst that's happening, we should have a good think about our southern defences. A few turns back, I gifted Clan Ugrund this lovely here settlement, but it's not exactly made them love me. Next door, Zufbar's openly hostile. Oh, and Durthu sticking his nose where it don't belong. Wouldn't it be ironic if I put all this effort into saving these delightful mortals from chaos and they went and stabbed me in the back? Yeah, classic. Could you imagine? Maybe we should close you up to Scrag. We'll see how it goes. Whilst we send our vassals off to die, war, we'll bring our armies back to the motherland and sock Zufbar in the face. I've made an executive decision. I'm not going to wait for them to come and get me. And there's also not much point settling in the mountains, so I think we'll go on a raising spree. Nagash would certainly approve. He had a plan, you see. One to use the winds of death to ascend to godhood and turn the world into a necrotopia. He'd raise every mortal who ever died and create an army numbering in the billions. Yeah, it's not a bad plan, but this is total war and I'm my own man. Sure, a land of the dead's great and all, but until then, I want servants. Lots of them. We should vassalize everyone we can, then lob them all at any and all chaos invasions. It's quite literally flawless. Okay, so it wasn't quite the raising spree we alluded to, but Zufbar's gone, which is one less thing to worry about, and we've a new vassal in Karak-Kadrin. Don't get me wrong, we looted those mountains for every last gem and pumped it all into Castle Drakenhof. Not too much longer and we'll have our tier 5 units nice and unlocked. And whilst we've been stomping dwarfs, our Empire meat shield has worked tremendously. Sure, some mortals died. Yes, they lost some settlements, and yes, the lands are tainted with chaos corruption. Why would I care about any of that? Corruption can be undone, the dead can be repurposed. In fact, Festus has been beautifully chipped away, and now I get to swoop in and finish him off, just as Nagash intended. I think Carl may have died somewhere along the way, but oh well. Progress demands sacrifice, he'll understand. One thing before we put the nail in Festus's gas-bloated coffin. I'm going to sick Maldwin here on Azag and get Ungrim to pull his weight a little. Free armies, free battles. 3 excuses to use a big font. You may be wondering why Nidling, and to you I say, why not? We're training them to the classic 1-2, surround and kill. Good tactic, that. Over in Karak-Kadrin, we're following a similar philosophy. We've split our armies into 3 fronts, 2 to take the walls, 1 to bash the gates down. It's simple, but it's working. A bit unlike our Brass Keep offensive. Festus's putrid peons sallied out. The garrison's particularly beefy, with plenty of armour, which is, you know, just a dream for my bats and war dogs. We've got a few anti-armour infantry units, but the ghouls aren't going to have a good time. Auto-resolve predicted close defeat. Vlad and staying on top of our spells may be the carry here. Not that we needed to rely on spells in Nidling, but it's always fun springing a fresh unit of ghouls on an unsuspecting backline. You could have dying. Good times, good victory, GG. Good grief, Karak-Kadrin's been a bit more brutal than I'd imagined. The middle walls turned into a bit of a bloodbath. Again, the ghouls are feeling the sting of orcish armour, and we stacked all our anti-armour in one spot. That's not my proudest achievement.
Do not trust wizards.
It's not gone terribly, we're heading to cap the points now, but we've suffered more losses than necessary. Victory, whilst inevitable, tastes bloody. It's not clear yet if we can say the same about any sort of victory on the outskirts of Brass Keep. Our army's just not designed for the shielded and armoured onslaught of the warriors of chaos. Sprinkle in the Nurgle monsters and then my heavy use of bats and warhounds, and we're just not having a great time. Oh, good God, the Jeffs! No, 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 we won't lose you like Gary. No, no, get out of there, get out of there. Whew. That was close. With the Jeffs safe, Vlad and Beta Bella hold off the bulk of the enemy army as we chip away with spells and refuse to let routers rally. Eventually, it yields a Pyrrhic victory. Festus and his Nurgle influence are no more. Well, almost. He's got one army left, but Carl and Ernst are going to make short work of them. After that's sorted, we'll rebuild, banish the chaos corruption, and look to vassalize more of the Empire. Grow it further, wider, feed more corpses into the meat grinder so that once he arrives, the dead will be immeasurable. The Black Pit tribe falls next, then north, into Kislev. Why wait for chaos to come to us, when there's still so many mortals left to enthrall? Is your bloodlust uncontrollable like mine? Then catch our Total War live streams most Tuesdays and Thursdays to satiate your endless rage. I've been Will, and this has been More War.